Welcome to this Back to Dials video. As cool as the cards in Saw's Renegades are, the fact remains that most of the black and white X-Wing models suffer from sticky S-foils. It's disappointing that these brand new models are lackluster, but fortunately it is not too difficult to fix this little problem. Today we will show you how to degunk your Cavern Angel Zealot X-Wing. Be sure to prepare your workspace with adequate lighting. You will need an X-Acto knife, a small flathead screwdriver, a toothpick, and some super glue with a precise tip to put it all back together. First, we will free the wing hinge assembly from the model by prying off the back of the X-Wing. The piece we will be separating starts at the back and extends over the top rear of the model all the way to the astromech behind the cockpit. Locate the seam on the underside of the rear of the model and jam your knife between the two pieces. Some models are more difficult to separate than others, and it might require some significant force. Once your knife is in the seam, wiggle it to begin separating the top piece from the rest of the model. Use your screwdriver with the engines as a fulcrum to pry the top of the piece off the model. Often, the astromech part of the assembly can be more difficult to separate, so work methodically in order to avoid snapping it off the model. You will start to notice the silicone glue stringing the piece to the model as it comes off. When it separates entirely, you can grab it with your fingers or a pair of needle nose pliers and pull it off until the glue strings snap. Now you can see the gobs and gobs of glue in the folding wing assembly of the Cavern Angel's S-foils, and how sticky and stringy it is. All of this must go. Pull the wings carefully out of the model and separate the two halves by gently pushing them apart. Using your knife, scrape the glue from the outside of the hinges and from all sides of the hinge assembly. Use your toothpick to clean the inside of the hinges. Be sure you scrape all of the glue off on the hinge assembly. Set the completed hinges aside. There is still a significant amount of glue remaining in the model cavity. I find that the toothpick and the screwdriver, combined with the X-Acto knife, work together well to remove all of the glue. Be sure to scrape everything out of the deeper cavity behind the cockpit. There is a lot of glue down here, and we must remove it to ensure that the piece we removed will fit cleanly when replaced. Once all of the glue is cleaned, we can reassemble your X-Wing. Align the wings back together and gently push the peg of the first into the hole, reassembling the hinge. Place this gently back into the model cavity. Next, test fit the astromech piece. If you have not removed all the glue behind the cockpit, the astromech will stick up, so go back and do a little more scraping. When you are sure that the top piece will fit properly, it is time to re-glue the model. It is important to be very precise in the application of the glue in order to not fix the S-foils together with glue accidentally. Daub 1 drop of glue on the back of the model and 1 more in the astromech cavity directly behind the cockpit. Quickly press the top piece down and push the astromech until it is flush with the back of the cockpit. Hold it in place for a brief moment to ensure it sets properly. Congratulations, your task is now complete. Test the new S-foils, put the ship on a base, and get playing. The newly repaired X-Wing feels similar now to the 2nd edition ships. The S-foils stay open or closed as you place them. Lock S-foils in attack position, pilot, and thank you for watching this Back to Dials video.